Hey, though. It's the mafia. This shit for all the gangsters, nigga. Real story. Jugging out the double doors, cuz in the 6'4". I was hitting switches on these niggas back in '94. Basketball practice, and after that I'm back to selling dope. When the cops hit the ab, I done made a rack off of my pager though. When the WAP hit my box, I'ma hit them back, I'm on the payphone. My shoebox getting full, I need to go buy me a safe for real. It's treacherous outside, not supposed to have it, but I paid for it. A brand new out the box, Toolie on me while I'm trapping. And I hope I ain't gotta go use it, but I know how shit tend to happen. And plus it be like insurance with a nigga be out here trafficking. I'm talking about how the money gon' be good, but the niggas hating gon' be on bullshit. So it's Mando that I'm sliding with this full clip and I bust this bitch. Trust me if I tell you that I'm with this shit, I did this shit. Believe me when I tell you it's on the floor, I don't be capping, nigga. If I don't pick my phone up when you call, I might be trapping, nigga. On the first and the third, I need like 3 boxes of baggies, nigga. Trapping like my 9 to 5, and I lust for a life of crime. When it's popping outside, I'm out sliding with this brand new 9. And I'd rather do it dolly, cause I could shoot this bitch while I be driving and hold that bitch steady. I done let loose while big steady driving. What's good, what's good, what's good? It's time for that Culture for the Streets podcast. Tap in, hit them like buttons, notification bell, like these videos. Don't leave up out the trap till you've been served. I got my homie in this motherfucker straight up out of Houston, Texas, man. Black Shine Groove, man. We about to politic about Texas culture amongst a whole bunch of other things. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, let them know what it is, my nigga.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This Black Sean Groove, man, 3rd Ward, Houston, Texas, Southside 3rd Ward, man. What's up? Shout out to my boy Mafia, man. Shout out to my nigga Spray Paint Promotions, man. Y'all keep going up. Love what y'all doing, man.
You already know. You know I had to bring, we can't talk about Texas. We got to have some Texas natives in the building, man, when we get into this Texas culture, because the Texas culture is one thing about Texas culture. Regardless what level the rappers get to, the culture is always going to be bigger than the actual artists coming from Houston. Because before the legacy of the culture of Houston dies, I feel like the artist and his legacy would first.
Well, put it like this. Most of the time when our rappers do it, they do it for the culture. Because our culture is overlooked. Well, we've got our props here and there, but our culture been overlooked, bro. They like we don't have an importance in this hip hop industry like an LA or New York or Memphis, New Orleans, ATL. Like we have importance too. We didn't influence some shit too. So when niggas do it down here, they basically do it for the culture. They only must be doing it for themselves. Like Lil Kiki signed with Switch House and ain't take no money. He just want to bust a move for the culture. I respect it.
And Lil Kiki is a Texas legend on top of it.
Exactly. A lot of the shit we say and do comes from the shit Kiki said in freestyles back in 94, 95. Like a lot of our slang, Lil Kiki is responsible for it, to be real truthful.
Lil Kiki been at the forefront. Like growing up, when I was listening to Texas, Lil Kiki was my favorite rapper. Then you had Lil Pokey, Big Pokey. And, you know, just because it was part of Lil Kiki, that's what Lil Kiki was part of, the Herschelwood Hardheads.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff like that. We listened to Trinity Garden Cartel. We listened to a lot of rappers from Texas because you couldn't really literally listen to a different rapper for a whole month in Texas. They got a lot of rappers.
And I didn't realize the influence we had until about 4 or 5 years ago. I was on Facebook one time. I mean, on YouTube one time. And I looked up some old shit by an old clique we had before Screwed Up clique called the Southport Coalition, which consists of about 30 different niggas that's monsters on the mic. But I was listening to an old song and I was looking, you know, I'm a nigga that looked through the comments. I'm looking through the comments and there was a dude away from Switzerland that commented, you know what I'm saying? So I got up on this comment and I was like, hey, bro, no offense. I was like, but being way in Switzerland, how did you get on this underground Texas shit? And that nigga was like, man, I went to some kind of music technician school back in the 90s when he was young. And he was like, some of his schoolwork, he had to study different artists. And those were the artists that they gave him was Texas underground artists. And he was like, he don't understand how these guys never blew up or nothing. And that's how I knew. I'm like, damn, we had an influence in Switzerland. Like, that shit is crazy.
But you got to think about it, cuz. Like in the top tier of music right now, in the top 10, it's really not a solid, it's really not a Texas nigga in the top 10. Like if you go somewhere and you ask the general public who's the top 10 in the hip hop, they're not gonna name a Texas nigga.
Well, they might name Travis. They might name Travis.
They might name him. You right. But the same people that's gonna give you the top 10, even if it's a rapper, 9 times out of 10, he got a couple lean in his hand. Why he's saying this, you see what I'm saying? So that's Texas influence. Why you naming your top 10? That's how much Texas influences. Like I say it all the time. Like I've been listening to music for a long time. Texas niggas was like some of the first niggas as rappers to come to the game already with the rapper kid.
Yeah, these niggas already had some of these.
The average rapper in the early 90s, mid 90s wasn't having, the label had to get these things for them. Whereas Texas niggas came to the game, they had a Rolex. They had a slab on 84s. They had some money. They had a chain. You didn't have to give them none of that. And they were so independent with their hustle that they really didn't need to. They wasn't the type to go get their money and fuck it off if they got an advance from a label, because they was already self-sufficient with their hustle, because Texas niggas and Bay niggas got a self-support as far as they hustle.
I'm glad you
rap game.
I'm glad you just said that, because we got a similar grind to the Bay. The Bay, I'm not gonna lie, they the originators. Well, they just about far as I know, they're the originators of pushing out the trunk. Like Too Short, E40. These niggas was selling 100,000 out of their trunk, just pulling up to neighborhoods and selling their tapes.
They was.
You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, they were. Because I remember having Too Short, Born to Mac, when I was like 8 years old. Nigga, I had Born to Mac, the tape. But the reason for that is, I say that because, okay, like you can go to LA or New York, or I was living in Atlanta. You can go to Atlanta. You can go to certain parts, and there's Capitol Records right there. They go so-and-so Records, Sony. They go so-and-so. We don't got that shit down here. We had to make that shit down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had to make that shit. And when niggas started making shit, we realized that it was a market for niggas that just fuck with the type of shit that we do. Like, we realized we had a lane, we had a market. Like, I remember literally going to the car wash on West Airport and Fondren. My Houstonians gonna know what I'm talking about. On West Airport and Fondren, back when Suave House and shit was out. 8 Ball and MJG up there washing that damn same Viper that's on the.
A lot of people don't even know Suave House was in Texas. A lot of people think Suave House was in Memphis.
Tony Draper was the CEO. He's from Wood Fair on the southwest side of Houston, Texas. I know his son, Lil T Money Jr. Okay, check this out. The car wash. I remember the car wash on Airport and Fondren when Ball and G used to wash that same Viper that's on the cover of Sitting on Top of the World album. They washing that same Viper. I remember that same car wash, Trey and Zero and Dougie D, when they first started Gorilla Mob, literally selling their CDs and shit for $4 and $5 at a time. Like, I literally remember this shit. Now, thinking about how they was looking then to how them niggas doing now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, wow, bro, just see them niggas like really dedicated to their grind and doing their thing for the culture. That shit amazing, cuz, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, they stay
because if you think about it, okay, we're gonna break it down real quick. Because you got the South, you got the Midwest, you got the East Coast, and you got the West Coast. When you really break it down, the South up there was some of the main people in hip-hop when it comes to longevity, because these niggas was able to last 20, 30 years, most of the time independent, and built up the same type of legacy as a major label artist that been in the game with a shorter period of time, or career, should I say. Whereas Kiki, ESG, Scarface, Willie D, Lil Flip, Trey, Zero, Lil Maury, all these dudes got so long of a history that they really survive today off their past. They don't even have to presently do nothing. Big Pokey, all these dudes. Like,
to the point where Big Pokey didn't have to put a new CD out. Big Pokey still would have been Big Pokey like he always been Big Pokey. But putting the CD out was healthy because it showed the world that Texas still got the ability to put something out today and it sound like what you want to hear today.
We needed that album. We needed that album from Big Pokey.
Yeah.
Big Pokey
ain't dropped. Like you need a little Kiki album. Now you kind of need a Slug album. You need a little Flip album. You need.
But I ain't gonna lie. Lil Kiki drops albums pretty consistently. Like the longest he done went making the nigga wait was probably a year. So he puts them out consistently, even if they look bullshit mixtapes to hold you off. He dropped consistently. Now Pokey, from what I can remember, Pokey ain't dropped since 2010. He had a mixtape. I forgot what it was called, but it was smashing. But he was using a lot of other people's beats. I wanted the album.
I know what you're talking about. When he dropped songs on that motherfucker.
Yeah. When he dropped last year, when he dropped that album last year, shout out to my nigga Spray Paint. Me and Paint was talking the other day, and that nigga was like, "Cuz I follow Big Pokey on IG. That nigga just said he had 7 million streams." I'm like, "Come on now," and that ain't all Texas. That ain't all Texas.
But
that ain't all Texas, man.
Hey, that's like saying the nigga go get 7 million streams in New York and saying it ain't all New York. Texas niggas don't gotta go nowhere. That's what separates Texas niggas from everybody else. Texas can stay in Texas and get rich, whereas Ohio nigga can't do that. We got the lead.
Yeah,
Midwest nigga can't do that. We got the lead.
I can think of a lot of Midwest niggas that really came down here and fucked with us too and got on like Do or Die from back in the day of Do or Die to up to Ray Cash. Remember Ray Cash from Cleveland bumping my music to Ray Cash? Like a lot of niggas came down here and got on, bro. I can't much niggas don't even much know Rich Homie Quan was on down here before he was on everywhere else. If you listen to Rich Homie Quan when he said I was in Houston for a little minute, now I'm back in town. He was talking about when he was in Houston for 7 or 8 months getting hot out here. He got hot out here with propane, and then he went back to Atlanta and blew up. So a lot of niggas come down here and do their thing and get accepted by the city, and it goes good for them. It's just motherfuckers don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, real talk, real shit.
Shit get overlooked a lot of times.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of that shit ain't on mainstream radio.
See, every now and then Drake will throw a low. I mean, if you pay attention to Drake, like the first part of his career to success, when it was successful, he did a lot of remixes of Houston shit, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of remakes. And he did give props and shout outs and shit. So they gave us a little something, but it's like that's just a tip of the iceberg. Like damn near 35 to 45% of the shit that the rap game do.
New video in Houston.
He remixed the Zero Free. I'm not gonna lie. The beat is originally from
somebody else. Zero. It was
Eric B.
Rakim.
It's on the old Eric B. and Rakim tape. But Zero did the freestyle on a mixtape called Gangstafied back in 02.
Mm-hmm.
But they put it on his Rapalot album in 05. That's when it blew up in 05. But that song, that freestyle was from Gangstafied in 02 on Zero. He got an underground album many people don't know about called Gangstafied, but I had it. And that's what they come from. But Tory Lanez just redid that. Nigga just redid that. And he got J Prince Jr. on that bitch with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, that shit crazy, bro. I say that shit yesterday. I was like, damn.
Like, Houston is always going to be a part of hip-hop because it's, like I said, the culture is so strong, it overweighs even the rappers from Texas.
It's like can't nobody take our culture from us. Like you got cities that they culture gets took from them. Like and this is no diss.
You're right. But you're right. What you said.
I'm gonna give for an example. Atlanta. Now they had a certain type of swag and shit. Like everybody knows Atlanta swag and how they rock and shit. But you got motherfuckers doing it in other places too. In which I'm not knocking, do your thing, but it's like they don't protect their image. They're like, fuck it, y'all can do y'all thing. In Houston, we like, now, if you're gonna ride slab and not talk about sipping, drinking, woo, you gotta come fuck with us. Come on, Big Crit, come fuck with us. Come on, Banner, come fuck with us. You know what it is, know what I'm saying? Type shit.
I feel like it's necessary though. It's necessary because how could you say, or how can you emulate a culture if you never got to experience it? See, a lot of people think they inherited the Texas culture just because they sip lean. That's just
man.
That's just a part of it.
That's a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, that's just a tip. Like I get what you're saying by certain things about Texas you just can't take and play somewhere else. You're not gonna see niggas in slabs with they paint wet, with they trunk popping, the fifth wheel got an 84 on the back. You're not gonna see that in California. You're not gonna see that in New York neither.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Like we got a thing in Ohio, like in Cleveland, where they don't pop trunk. What they do is like when they get their car, they deck that motherfucker out. They might put 40 door speakers in that bitch. So if you got a 4-door, shit, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got out all them speakers in the door. So when niggas come by, they don't pop trunk, they pop their doors. So when they pop their door, all you see is the speakers built in the door, and all you hear is just screaming, nigga. And you know, that's the thing, that's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of almost like, you know, the pop trunk culture, but it's just still a different swag, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, still a different swag, though. Yeah, different type of shit.
That's something that you might go somewhere else and see somebody do, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And don't be like, well, oh, they stole our shit. Whereas if you go somewhere and you see a nigga come down the street and he hogging up both the lanes, the paint a specific color and it's dripping a certain type of way, in the trunk popping, niggas don't do that shit everywhere. Niggas don't spend 30,000.
Niggas gonna know. Niggas gonna know exactly what they said. Niggas gonna know exactly where that nigga from. Like, man, that nigga from somewhere in Texas.
Off the rip. Like, that's something that you just can't play somewhere else, and the nigga don't know. Like, man, that gotta be a...
Well, I ain't gonna front. About a month and a half ago, I think I put it on Facebook, about a month and a half ago, I went to Lafayette, and I went to the club with my brother-in-law. And when we came out the club, it was a little slab line, but it was understandable because Louisiana is right next door. Lafayette only 3-4 hours from Houston. Like, they fuck with us, so it was acceptable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't super surprising, but I was like, okay. But
you would have went 2-3 states over, you wouldn't have seen that. And if you did, it was from a nigga that got influenced by Texas some type of way. He been to Texas or he got Texas. It's something. Niggas wake up and be like, oh, I'm about to candy my shit out. I'm about to throw 15, 20 in my trunk. Nigga don't do that.
Hey, one of the most famous niggas on earth right now is influenced by Houston, bro. The nigga A$AP Rocky. If you listen to his first 2 or 3 albums, he says it. I was jamming A$AP when he was underground still. That nigga was saying it back then like he influenced by Houston music.
But everybody rap about lean. Pimp C got everybody holding 2 cups. He might not have started 2 cups.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Pimp C, everybody got 2 cups, even if they got some goddamn liquor in it. Because he made having 2 cups popular. It don't even feel right holding 1 cup up no more. Even if I'm drinking some liquor and I got a cup, I gotta have at least 1 more cup. You see what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know what it is, but that shit, I don't know. And I see that shit everywhere. That's what I mean by Texas influences the world, for real.
Yeah, they come from Big Mo, man. Big Mo from Third Ward. He from my hood and shit. He had 2 cups so he can mix his drink, better and shit. But I have 2 cups because I be driving while I be drinking and shit in there. I be putting shit in the cup holder and forgetting shit in there, and they be putting holes in my styrofoam. So shit, I have a double cup. It only poke a hole in the first styrofoam. That's my
like what you said. Big Mo would take it and he, switch it up. That ain't why. That ain't Nick. When you go outside of Texas, that is not their reason for having double cups. They doing it because screw.
It just look good.
It's some shit like that. It's something that's Texas influence. Shit, this is how I mix my lean. That is.
Hey, and it really do look player holding 2 cups.
Yeah, dude, it just look different. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I was on 30 Club Bastard, I had a cup with some liquor in it, but I had multiple cups stacked up, like just regular pop cups. Like I don't know. It just influenced you. Like the Texas culture is a strong culture that, from the cars to the lean, it's just everything they started to. I mean, niggas had gold teeth already, but niggas wasn't having diamonds. All them come out. Everybody rushed down south so they could get their shit flooded with diamonds. Niggas wouldn't walk around with diamond studded mouth.
Hey, what's crazy?
Like,
what's crazy?
If you get something in your mouth, it gotta be chilly. Like it gotta be flooded with diamonds. Like Texas influenced that shit.
Hey, and what's so crazy about that is when everybody started running down here in 04, 05, 06, when they discovered Power Wow, what's crazy about that is we've been doing it since like 88, 89. That's what's crazy about it.
My grandmother from the South, and she said in the South that was like a.
That's the thing.
That was like it's. I mean, I don't know. It was like a memento to Black people.
It wasn't. Yeah, it ain't much. It wasn't even much. Like my great grandmother had a mouthful of gold. My mama right now has a mouthful of gold teeth, bro. They don't look at it like to shine like how the youngsters do it now.
Like it meant something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it meant something. Know what I'm saying? It wasn't to shine and shit. Know what I'm saying? And it wasn't that fool's gold. It wasn't that shit that right your
shit. Shit. They be real shit. It ain't no shit they went to the mall. This shit be real gold. You know they got it.
Literally got gold nuggets melted down and fitted to their teeth type shit.
Yeah, shit like that. And it's like it's just a culture, and that influenced the world. Like even to today, as soon as a rapper get a goddamn deal, first thing they go do is get their mouth did.
Yeah.
They gonna throw that $50,000 Chili Willy in there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a Texas influence right there. If you feel like, oh, before I even go, nigga, buy my mama crib, I gotta go get this $50,000 grill. I have to.
Yeah.
All your favorite artists got a crushed out grill. TV Johnny. That's influence, man. Niggas is running to get majority of their jewelry. It's just all that shit is influenced by Texas. And if New York influenced the jewelry and that type of shit, niggas
fashion
in New York. Now, granted, New York is a fashion capital. It always, you know, niggas in New York, rappers since the 80s have always been fly because you know Dapper Dan was rappers in the 80s.
Niggas be fresh as fuck.
You know, that's about the only thing far as to being originators of rap. And because rapping is so, it done changed so much now, niggas in other areas that's outside the East Coast don't even look at the East Coast like they should respect it because that's where rap came from. Because rap don't sound like how them niggas, that's how they look at it. The young niggas look at it like, shit, that shit don't sound like this shit we kicking. That shit was trash. You see what I'm saying? When really it wasn't trash, that's part of history. But, you know, music changes. This shit change every decade.
Yeah, pretty soon it's gonna get up out of that auto-tune and same cadence ass rap. It's gonna be something else different. Know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something different that nigga can't much predict it, bro.
It is gonna be something different, but the whole question, is it gonna be different for the good or for the bad? Because we seeing a lot of shit going on right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We nigga, come on, man. We seeing a lot of fucked up shit. We watching men go turn transgender and then be able to enter women's sports, which they starting to switch that up. Like, no, y'all can't do that shit no more because that's cheating.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
That nigga a man. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't got nothing against gay people. I'm just saying that's cheating.
That's cheating, bro. That's cheating.
That's cheating. Period. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I don't know, but like New York, the only thing they influenced the world with, to me, was the fact that they started rap and it just spilled on to the world. Because New York don't have a stronghold on nothing that got to do with music right now.
Yeah, but I love that. But I'm forever a fan of that East Coast shit that I grew up on.
I am too, because I got a lot of favorites from over there. And right now, I'm fucking with Griselda heavy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I listen to
lyricism
more than I listen to New York drill.
That's who I've been stuck on for like the last 9 months, nigga. Griselda, nigga, West Side Gun, nigga, motherfucking Conway and Benny. Nick Conway, my nigga. That's my favorite one, Conway.
And I'm gonna tell you why I don't listen to New York music as much. If it ain't like Griselda, because them niggas still kicking that trap shit, that street. Them niggas is like Wu-Tang, The Locks. Dipset, because I'm gonna explain why I'm comparing them to these certain people. Dipset, Locks, and Wu-Tang mixed together. The reason why I say this is because they bring you the gritty shit like the Locks. Them niggas can get real flamboyant like Dipset. Them niggas got them bars though, like Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And the Locks. You take Wu-Tang and the Locks and mix it together. That's what you go get. That's the bars. They real scientific with they shit, and it be means every bar gonna mean something. And it's the New York tradition of rap.
Yeah.
And it don't sound old school. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Them niggas different. And because of where New York is right now with drill, I think that made them shine harder because they're the difference on the East Coast because everybody sound the same with the drill shit. The beats, for one, the beats are not New York influence. They come from UK influence. Them beats, go listen to UK rappers. That's they beat tempo. That's they BPM. That's they whole beat style. And then it landed in New York and them niggas is rapping over out of country niggas style of beats.
Yeah.
They went away from New York to bring New York back. Whereas Griselda stayed in New York.
Stayed down.
Bring New York back. And a lot of niggas couldn't do that.
Man, Griselda be standing the fuck up, man. I'm telling you, man.
Conway, boy. And I like how they could detach like Voltron, nigga, and all of them.
Yeah, do they own things?
They all standing firm on their own though. Just the same.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like that shit. But shout out to Griselda. You see what I'm saying?
Shout out Griselda.
But we gotta get into this Ghetto Boys, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. My favorite group. My favorite group all the time.
See, reason why I gotta get into this because me and Peyton had this conversation, man. We got about 10 hours in just talking on the phone about the Ghetto Boys Legacy because I'm like, cuz, and we'll go back and forth about this shit. And
tell y'all niggas need to call me, man. I'm telling you.
Like, I'm just like, to me, they the biggest. They one of the biggest. Like, reason why I'm gonna say they're one of the biggest, and at a point I'm gonna put them over 8 Ball and MJG, and them is my favorite two niggas. You see what I'm saying? But I gotta put them over 8 Ball and MJG because when 8 Ball and MJG came out, they was talking that money shit. They was talking that player shit, that pimping shit. All that come with money. But at the same time, anybody that follows Suave House know all them niggas looked at like they was getting some money.
Especially Tila.
Especially Tila. That's where this gonna lead to some other shit. Because me and Cuz had the same conversation, and I'm like, nigga, if you think about it, go all the way back to when the Ghetto Boys started, and then go up to Tila when he come to Rapalot. You can't name me no niggas that was shining. The Ghetto Boys wasn't popping rollies with the Rapalot chain. You didn't see a Rapalot chain till Tila came.
Yeah, damn, yeah. J Prince might have had one himself, but he never came out.
Broke the barrier at Rapalot because he became the most valuable thing at Rapalot. Because prior to coming to Rapalot, this nigga is the nigga. He didn't came in here while 8 Ball MJG, these niggas, and he took off with a couple singles that today you still can play in the club and they overtake everything. Hoes in the club and all of that shit still today. It's like a nigga made it yesterday. When Tila came to Rapalot, J Prince was gonna give him a stupid bag because this nigga done already went platinum with Suave House.
Suave House, man, Suave House had a roster. Suave House had a roster.
So to go to do the numbers over there where Draper giving you your bag, then you go over here and become the biggest thing on Rapalot. Because that's when we start seeing the jury and shit. This is the debate me and Peyton was having because he was like, I don't know. I'm like, cuz, think about it. I don't give a fuck if you going get on.
Don't get me wrong. Rapalot been had money.
No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying at no point Rapalot.
I know what you're talking about. Though. You're talking about the shine. You're talking about showing
30, 40 years. So I'm not saying that they wouldn't get no money. This is what I'm saying. The look. Okay, before Tila come, let's rewind this motherfucker back before Tila get here. Rapalot, Suave House. When you looking at each other's before Tila get here, this is before Tila get here. We talk about straight everything that's at that time. A-Ball, MJG, all the other shit they might got. Mr. Mike, all of that shit. And then you got Rapalot and all of them. Like I said, when you watch A-Ball, MJG nigga video, they got the cars. Nigga, they popping on the wrist. They mouth, you know what I mean? It's doing the thing. These niggas look like they was influencing the nigga through their music when you see it, because you like, I gotta get the shit them niggas got. I want this shit. You see what I'm saying? Whereas my mind playing tricks on me come out. Boom, boom, boom. The Ghetto Boys was running around dirty, cuz, in the video. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, grimy.
These niggas didn't have an album cover with a Rolex on, a Rapalot necklace, none of that shit, cuz. If nigga think I'm capping, go look at the discography.
Oh, I know. I know.
Nigga didn't see no jewelry, no motherfucking wearing, man, to Tila, man. And then you didn't see really the Ghetto Boys trying to keep up with that until the Good, the Bad, the Ugly, the cover. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, not even shit.
Because Big Mike came to the Ghetto Boys when Face left. But Big Mike come from
no. When Willie D left, Big Mike took over. Death Do Us Part.
Because Face wasn't there when Big Mike came. Because Big Mike, the Face wasn't on the album when Big Mike came at all.
Yes, he was.
When Big Mike came, when he became like the lead nigga of the Ghetto Boys.
Till Death Do Us Part. Till Death Do Us Part. Willie D was gone. Because remember on the Resurrection, Willie D say, what the nigga say?
Yeah, they was too.
He say, nevertheless, I left the group in 91. Niggas was mad. I had my gun. They had their guns too. I wasn't losing because I know they use it. Yeah. That Willie D had left. You tripping.
No. But this is what I'm saying. When we go back to that part, they wasn't really, it didn't, to the public, it didn't look like them, the Ghetto Boys, was having no money. Because when you turn your head, you looking at A-Ball, MJG, Tila, them niggas having the Suave House joints. Nigga, now remember this shit, because this shit coming in before Death Row, nigga. This before Bad Boy chain, Death Row chain. Suave House, nigga, they had chains, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like some of that ruptured the Ghetto Boys far as to the public, because like when niggas go back and look at MJG and 8-Ball video, okay, so what, you 17? But when you go back and look at these 20-year-old videos, these 25, nigga, 30-year-old videos, these niggas was hopping out the best cars then.
Yeah.
They had the best shit on then. But then you be like, these other niggas right here, boom, boom, boom. You trying to tell a kid this. These other niggas right here, they was up there with them. You click the channel and go to the Ghetto Boy, mind playing tricks on me. And the shit they was doing, didn't I? Look at their discography, the covers of their albums and shit. You be like, damn.
We can't be stopped. We can't.
I don't know if they was doing like they was doing, because you look at the throwback shit. New York niggas, Eric B, Rakim.
Them niggas were fresh.
Nigga, 17 Dookie ropes on. Like I told Pate, cuz even to the day, Slick Rick, the motherfucking most jewelry down nigga in the game still to this day, and he come from the 80s, nigga. He got the biggest necklace in the game.
He the king, nigga. They can't fuck with him. They can't fuck with Slick Rick.
But if they go all the way back to when Slick Rick came, they don't see nothing but money. So he can influence today, because when they look at him back in the day, they like, oh, that nigga was that nigga back in the. He had everything that was the best.
But Ghetto Boys came so grimy and so street that they didn't know these were the first niggas to go platinum out the South.
No. I'm not taking nothing away, because I'm not taking them off of no pedestal. I got them on. That's because they earned that. But I'm speaking in general, like for the public, how I feel like they legacy like Tupac, nigga.
Like
Saying like how Tupac legacy is, nigga. I don't feel like they legacy like that.
No. It ain't like it's not like Tupac because they didn't impact and touch lives like that. But they did break barriers.
How didn't they, nigga? They talking about shit that niggas was when they put Mind Playing Tricks out. Niggas going through the shit they was talking about because niggas understood what they was talking about.
Yeah, that's about mental health. A nigga knows.
They was talking about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? You got and there was a lot of dysfunction going on between the group, and they rapped about that shit just as well as they rapped about the street. But one thing they did leave out a lot of times was getting some money. Like getting money. Like they didn't have a lot of songs where it was about getting money.
Yeah, I can remember. I can only remember.
MJG always had that. Even from outside looking in, Crumbs, the Bricks, and all of that shit. Them niggas was getting money and like that's why they influenced. They could a motherfucking kid could look at their shit now and be influenced differently than they would be by listening to the Ghetto Boys because the way rap is now, gunning and video influence a nigga more than a nigga talking about we can get us up the hood if we do good and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that one.
Hell yeah. And I feel like
but I feel like they got a respectable legacy. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they should be put up there with the greats, which they are in my book. You know what I'm saying? Which they are because
they are to me too. I just feel like
and then on top of that, what we got out of that group was a top 3 rapper of our time. You know what I'm saying? To me.
With Face?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll see when I say Ghetto Boys and then I say
well, let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that right quick. Let me rephrase right quick. A top 3 lyricists of our time.
Yeah, hell yeah. But I'm saying this is where you gotta draw the line though. Because me and Payne had this conversation too. And we both agree with what you just said, that he's nigga, to me, he in that top 10 deep. Like to the point where I might put him there above a Jay-Z. Like Pac and Scarface might be in front of Jay-Z for me.
They are for me.
Because I was in the streets when these niggas was doing their thing. I ain't had time to keep rewinding this fucking tape to listen to no Jay-Z to understand what the fuck he just said. I know what the fuck Scarface just said. I know exactly what Tupac just said. You see what I'm saying? So outside of New York, a lot of people skipped over Hove because you got to really tune your mind in, nigga. If you really standing outside, nigga, you ain't got no motherfucking time to be rewinding this shit 7 times to understand what this nigga said. It only takes Scarface one goddamn listen. You understand everything he just said. He gonna put it's like he giving you the scripture to the game.
Yeah. I agree with that.
But what elevated Scarface is what couldn't elevate Willie D and Bushwick when they left Rapalot, where they go make multi-millions at. That nigga Face left to the point where when he did come back to Rapalot, they had to give him a bigger bag. Nigga, I just went over here to Def Jam South. They gave me 10, 20 million to do this shit. Then I put Ludacris on the pedestal. That nigga became the biggest rapper for the next 5 to 7 years. Nigga, I made so much money at Def Jam, I kept the doors open and got a stupid big bag. Then I come back to rap, you got to give me a stupid bag for that. He went off outside the Ghetto Boys and turned his legacy up.
Yeah.
To be honest. Because now Face got the money to do what he want to do.
Yeah.
Like we didn't see a lot of look at Zero. Zero put out 1,000 CDs on Rapalot. Shit, Zero should have Slick Rick's necklace on right now.
I mean, Zero ain't doing too bad for himself right now.
No. I'm not saying he ain't doing too bad, but let Zero had been on Def Jam and he didn't put out 1,000 goddamn albums.
Oh yeah,
that nigga be LL Cool J over there, nigga. I'm just saying. He did too much over there to not be further on in the game.
Yeah. Zero supposed to be that nigga, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga's
I always believed ever since 2002, 2001 when I first just started jamming Zero like that, because he been out since he dropped his first album. Look what you did to me in what, 98.
Zero took over Tupac for me, man.
And Zero, when Zero came out by 98, I discovered him fully in 2001. And ever since then, I always felt like, damn, man, this man need to win, man. I want this nigga to win, man. He supposed to be that nigga one day. Even if it only lasts for a little while, he need to be that nigga, man.
He's still that nigga. But like I said, I feel like Rapalot was a staple to the South in many ways, and not just in Texas. But in a nutshell, every artist that went over there, career could only get to a certain extent. To me, I'm going to say this because they was there.
Yeah.
Look at Lil Kiki. Look at Big Pokey. Look at all these niggas. If Big Hawk wasn't gone, Fat Pat, all these niggas, if none of these niggas was gone, they would be doing what Kiki doing, ENG doing. They would still be doing that.
Yeah, yeah.
At a peak level.
Yeah.
Nigga, Rapalot was Def Jam in the South. Like at the time, you could have compared LL Cool J, Heavy D, all these motherfuckers Def Jam had, and you could have ran down the list of Texas and be like, okay, for him, we got him. For him, we got him. You could have went down the straight and matched up with the East Coast. That's how many rappers had.
Rapalot was side of niggas in all the states in motherfucking
and they had
the
no
South.
lock. They was the Def Jam of the South. So why don't we? Come on, man. Why ain't a lot of these niggas like dummy up?
Yeah.
You gotta look at that. You have to look at that.
Yeah.
Cause a lot of niggas that was on Def Jam that was really shining, even today, they still in the mix.
Yeah.
Where G2 Key at? Where all these niggas that was on Rapalot at? Cause they had a lot of.
There was a cold ass Milwaukee nigga, bro. I had that nigga album, bro. Meal Ticket. That bitch was hard, man. I don't know why that nigga didn't blow up like he's supposed to. Bro.
And to keep it real, move the Ghetto Boys to the South. We ain't gonna count Ghetto Boys, and we ain't gonna count.
Man, I can run down the line.
We ain't gonna count no Ghetto Boys CDs. We ain't gonna count no. We ain't gonna count them first two Tilas, and we ain't gonna count no Scarface albums.
Yeah,
nigga, that the G to the Key album and the Yuck Mouth Albulation album was the two hardest albums on Rapalot outside of the ones I pushed to the side, because you can't compare none of them to those. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, those are like hip hop classics type shit.
You can't take away from none of the Scarfaces, none of the Ghetto Boys, and them first two Tilas.
Yeah.
Them is uncomparable. But you move them to the side and you gotta start
now
off.
Now we're never in double dose.
G to a Key, that first CD was unskippable. Straight through.
Oh, I had that whole like in what 03, 04. I used to ride and jam the shit out that motherfucker.
But where he at though?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like you can't. It's impossible to have. It's impossible to have. Like, look at all the Suave House artists. MJG, them niggas still around. Them niggas still.
Mr. Mike.
Them niggas. Mr. Mike still putting out albums that be hard. A lot of them niggas still doing their thing. More than you see a whole lot of the Rapalot artists in the past. They're not. You don't even see them doing nothing. He still put out music. He ain't.
Rick Ross was on the Suave House. Yeah, Rick Ross was on the Suave House roster. Nigga, his name was Teflon Don. Gilly the Kid. This girl named Tony Hickman. Nigga, what's the old girl name? I forgot her name. L.E.Z. Man, there's some motherfuckers over there. Thorough from South Circle.
Man,
fucking
that whole South Circle, Mr. Right.
Man, Thorough was hard.
Unskippable.
Thorough was hard, bro. That's a nigga that should have came out with his own album. Thorough was hard.
He didn't have his own album either.
Nah, he just came. He just came out the South Circle.
Everything in Suave House just looked that much better and more successful.
Yeah, it did.
When we looked at J Prince looked like success, but when we looked at the artists, they had good music, but we couldn't see
the money. Like we couldn't see.
Yeah, until Tila. I'm telling niggas, man. Man, I'm about head. I'm talking about my nigga. Like I could tell you when certain albums came out, what I was doing when that came out, because every time I hear the song, it'll make me think about that day. Like,
yeah.
Niggas. So I always wondered that, because when Tila came over there, Tila got his name on the necklace. He got the Rapalot joint. That was like, nigga, my first time seeing a motherfucker Rapalot.
He stay with the mink on and shit. And
we didn't see that from an artist on Rapalot.
True.
He was the only nigga. That's why I feel like J Prince had a head start over a lot of black labels.
Yeah, he did. He was the blueprint.
He the artist like he was supposed to. So in the future, just as much as he well off, they well off. Because you're going to be more well off if you make sure your people well off. You see what I'm saying? Whereas now, when you look at J Prince today, J Prince always look good, nigga.
Yeah, that nigga stay fresh.
He supposed to, too, because he runs shit. But at the same time, I understand, too, these is all niggas that probably wasn't getting no money like that. Then you got to come and pay for the videos, pay for this, and pay for the traveling, pay for that, pay for this. It's taken away from you being able to, nigga, take this Rolex, nigga. Nigga, take this motherfucking Bentley, nigga, because you got to pay for so much. So I understand it. Whereas, shit, okay, that's when we go back to Suave House. Did they cut?
But they was generating money. Hey, but they were generating money though, man. Ghetto Boys are generating money.
And they was generating, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So why didn't we get to see them with no jewelry on till goddamn 19? When that come out? When did The Good, The Bad, Ugly come out?
98, but they wasn't wearing jewelry on there. They was wearing the first time I seen them
had like some. It was like some. I don't know. It was crazy.
Face, I know Face. I remember Face had a chain that said Face. I remember.
You see what I'm saying? We never seen that though. Prior to that,
that's it.
We didn't see them niggas with no jewelry on. So to see that, nigga looked at it like, oh nigga, them niggas up now.
But you got to remember, they not flashy niggas. Them niggas is not flashy.
But you being.
I know what you're saying.
Okay, they ain't flashy, but like I said, once Tila came over there, all of them nigga Willie D, all them niggas had a motherfucking Rapalot chain, cuz.
Yeah. But I think them niggas probably had this shit before then, bro. Just it got popular after that.
I don't know, cuz.
I'm pretty sure J Prince had one. I bet he probably been had one.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet he had been had one way before you seen Tila with it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like as an artist, Tila forced his hand because you just came from a success at another label.
Yeah.
Everybody know in the game when you succeed and then you go bust deals down with somebody else, they got to come with that right bag or it's no sense of talking.
Yeah.
Tila was big as fuck before he went to Rapalot already.
Hell yeah, he was big on Suave House.
Because didn't Hoes in the Club come out on Suave House?
Yeah, that was on his first album, Peace of Mind, which is a classic 4-micer.
The whole album,
which is a 4-micer. Yeah, the reason why I say 4-mic because it's like only 2 songs I skip or something like that. If that shit.
I just feel like he made them step they shit up because, like, when Big Mike came, now what year was that?
Big Mike been with Rapalot. I remember when him and my nigga 3-2 had the group called the Convicts, nigga, back in 91, 92. They had a song called This Is For The Convicts. I had the whole album. That was Big Mike and 3-2. Yeah, them niggas was together on that bit. Yeah, but Big Mike, his solo shit came in 94, 94, end of 94, beginning of 95, because I was locked up in juvenile prison. Yep. And that's that some
that was on the Death Do Us Part, right?
Woo, something serious. No,
now, Death Do Us Part came out before something serious, or did it the other way around?
Death Do Us Part was a Ghetto Boys album when Willie D had left.
But that's when he first came out. Was that when he first came out to the public though, or was it the other way around? I think it was Death Do Us Part first, and then Big Mike.
Death Do Us Part. Then Big Mike Something Serious came out, but Big Mike was already with Rapalot.
Now when Big Mike Something Serious came out, this is before Tila.
Yeah, and that album. Oh my God, that album!
First time that we get to hear that money talk.
Yeah, like
this was the first time we got the way they talk, the way they act, the way they wear that gangster hat. Like he was talking that shit.
Yeah, they get
and it had money attached to it, because if you listen to it, he was kicking the same shit Scarface would have kicked, but it just had some. He just added some money to it. That's all he did. If Face would have did that then, Big Mike would have had to do something else.
Yeah.
Because at this point, nigga, you sound like Face. But because the way he was rapping and he added that money to it, Nick couldn't say, "Oh, nigga, you trying to sound like Face." When really he just added the money to it though.
Yeah.
And I feel like when he did that and then dropped something serious, it turned Rapalot back up, because now they like, oh, once again, nigga, the public is influenced by money, man.
Man, that album, that was a motherfucker, man.
It was classic all the way through. That's another Rapalot album that I gotta throw in the archive. That was all the way through.
Yeah, I'm a jam that whole like later on tonight. I swear, I'm a jam that motherfucker.
That's why with a lot of the roster, I can't compare to like the Ghetto Boys, and the Tila, and the, shit like that, because they had them dope ass albums, but it's hard to put them with that shit when you could just throw a Ghetto Boys in and just let it go.
Yeah.
That's what makes it classic, because you don't have to be sitting there and go from track number 1 to 8 to 13. Yeah. Like you could listen to the whole shit.
You let that bitch run.
Yeah, music ain't like that no more. And a lot of people in the past didn't make albums like that. So if you was able to, all the Ghetto Boys albums like that.
Yeah. I remember when most rap albums used to be like that. Just let the tape play all the way through. Shit.
Man, yeah, you're right though, because Wu-Tang came out, album play all the way through that first motherfucker.
Oh yeah, Into the 36 Chambers.
Yeah, that whole motherfucker. Meth came out, whole motherfucker played through. Purple Tape came out, whole shit played through. Ghostface came out, whole shit played through. All them niggas.
Raekwon shit. Raekwon had a Purple Tape, nigga. I had that motherfucker, that Raekwon built on the built from Cuban Links, nigga. That bitch ran all the way through.
That's still classic. I still listen to shit like that.
Yeah, I had to tape that bitch.
I still listen to Ghostface too, because them was like Meth, Ghostface, and Raekwon was my favorite ones.
Ghost sick with it, nigga. Ghost sick with it. That's like my favorite one. Ghost. That's my nigga.
At that time, Ghostface was the only nigga that was like on some flam.
Man, that nigga, yo.
Firm, dragging the flow like he the king of Ireland and shit. All kind of big they got an eagle on his wrist and shit.
They got the big ass, giant ass chain and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was legendary.
Yeah. Yeah, you made me remember that shit.
No nigga gonna copy that.
Yeah.
No nigga today gonna say, you know what I'm saying? It's like Slick Rick. Like he got this big dumbass necklace, and you like, how does this not hurt his neck? You're not gonna see no rapper try to go compete with that.
Yeah.
They could have money to go do it, but they not gonna do it.
If you're gonna go do this shit, like man,
they gonna let them stay lane with that. Man, nigga, I don't care where you see him. He could be popping out at a little event somewhere, unexpectedly show up, and he still got damn near more jewelry on than everybody in the crowd.
Everybody in that bitch.
That nigga ain't dropped shit new. And so I look at the Ghetto Boys like they They music is solidified like that, but their character.
Yeah.
I feel like Scarface is the only character from the Ghetto Boys that's really like his name gonna come up when that top 10 come up.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. I mean, they
don't say, well, we gotta throw the Ghetto Boys in there at number 4. They be like, nah, Scarface. They pick him out every time.
Yeah. Willie D even said it on the interview with DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad was talking to Willie D, and he told Willie D, he say, so okay, it's you, Scarface, and Bushwick. And he was like, so Scarface is the most successful one. And Willie D was like, yes, he is. And he was like, rightfully so. He had to give it up, like rightfully so. Shit.
But he put the most work in though.
Yeah.
Even when he left, nigga, you got what he did.
Mrs. Scarface is back. No, first Mrs. Scarface is back. The World Is Yours, The Diary, Untouchable, My Homies. Let me run it down. Last of the Dying Breed, Last of the Dying Breed, The Fix, Balls in My Word, Emeritus.
Don't forget both Face Mobs.
Hold on. My homie, my homies too. What's the one? Emeritus, and what's the one after Emeritus? I can't think of it. I can't think of the name of it. Deeply Rooted. No, but it's one after Emeritus.
Deeply Rooted came out in 2000.
Yeah, Deeply Rooted came out in 2015.
Yeah, that ain't even that super old.
I'm talking about like 08, 09. Emeritus, and some came out after Emeritus.
What year was The Fix?
02.
Damn,
hold on, I'm gonna find it right now.
02, that was 02. That could have been 02.
Yes, it was. Because he shot the video from my block in my hood on my block. And my sister was in there. My sister was in the
you absolutely right, because I seen the video. I was locked up. In 02. I didn't get out until 04.
Yeah.
You might be right.
I'm gonna figure out the name of that album.
Long ass catalog.
I'm gonna figure out the name of that album because I know I'm missing one after Emeritus. The Fix, my
outside of Scarface, I listen to Bushwick more than I did what he did.
I listened to Bushwick solo album just yesterday when I was riding with my girl.
Especially when he dropped that one album when it had I Could Still Fuck All My Ex-Girls.
Yeah, Phantom of the Rapper. That's the song I was jamming.
That was unskippable. Let that whole shit play. Bushwick outdid itself with that shit.
Hey, my girl looked at me while we were jamming. She's like, really, babe? Ex-girlfriend? I was like, man, listen to the song.
It's just a song. It's just a song.
That's the name of the album.
Hardest shit, though.
That's the name of the album I was talking about Scarface. Made. That's the one I missed. Made.
That's the one he got like a little suit on or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did you name Untouchable?
Yep. You know, I named them in order. I know his albums in order. I really know his albums by heart. Like,
but see what I'm saying? He out hustled everybody though. He out hustled everybody.
Then he had that Face Mob album, The Other Side of the Law. The way we do it on the other side.
Then he did a part 2 that's called No Tomorrow or some shit like that.
There's another album
on there. Huh?
It was an album?
It's out. That shit got cuts on it, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's then he did something with some niggas in the Midwest called The Product.
Man, that whole album, I love that whole album. That whole album. It made Billboard. Yeah. That's why I hustle. Yeah.
And a lot of niggas ain't even hip to that CD.
That nigga ain't know about nigga. Hey, I bought a Scarface album out of the store in Houston, nigga. That people I don't know if people knew about this album, nigga. That bitch is called Dope.
He had a commercial about it, and the way the commercial was set up, it was like it was his album almost.
Yeah. They had one called Dope Man Music though that I had. That bitch was hard.
Like Scarface was a workhorse.
Yeah.
But in the new generation in Texas right now, who you fucking with?
Let's see. Shit, I'm fucking with Sauce Walker.
I fucks with Sauce.
I'm fucking with Propane. He hard as fuck.
I fuck with Propane just as much as I fuck with Sauce because Propane is he that reality music, man. When a nigga in the mood, Propane, he kicking the same type of shit J-Dog. He got the J-Dog.
Yeah. You got a little cat from the Southwest named 30 Ways. He hard as fuck.
Yeah, you missed him the first time he was on the show. I gotta check him out after the show too.
Yeah, 30 Ways, man. I'm telling y'all out there looking, man. I'm telling y'all pull up 30 Ways from Houston. That nigga hard. You got my little homeball locked up with named Little Skeeter, Little Ski Taste. He hard as fuck. You got nigga named Bleeder. Man, it's some talent out here, bro. There's some talent out here. These niggas going little Jeremy. Shit, Bloodbath. Shit, the list goes on, bro. This goes on. There's some little niggas out here hard as fuck right now, bro.
Okay, now Stunner Bam. I heard you mention him earlier, so he also a Texas rapper. So where do you fit Stunner Bam in all of this?
Oh, Stunner Bam. Oh yeah, he is one of the ones I be jamming. He one of the ones that was coming up, but unfortunately. And he been in the game. Let's see. It's 2022. I've been banging his shit. That was 2013 when I discovered his little ass. So he been in the game almost a decade already. Little nigga got about two or three little regional hits and everything, man. Little nigga got locked up last week for a murder. He committed a murder at a gas station at about 3 a.m.
Dang.
Got into it with a nigga. Yeah, allegedly. I'm sorry, y'all. Allegedly. He allegedly got into it with someone at a gas station, got in his car and pulled off and got to the light and waited at the light for the other dude to leave the gas station, pull up and shot him in the head, allegedly. And I'm like, damn, man. And I'm like, what's so crazy about that is, like I said, man, it's another young nigga who got himself out of a fucked up situation, got himself out. Well, I ain't gonna say, I mean, he got put in a position to where he can put other people in power to where he was doing something positive without and making good money without doing nothing illegal, and now he giving that money right back to the white folks. Know what I'm saying? Like, these little niggas need to think before they do shit, man, because he had a good little career going for himself, man. Like, the shit crazy. The shit was crazy.
Too now, like we see a lot of those younger rappers in the new generation coming up. They mostly crash out in the process. I ain't gonna even say in the process. They crash out while they get into the money. They actually get the money and they crash.
Yeah.
Niggas gotta learn how to change that part because we've been going through that shit before we even make it out. So to get the bag and make it out, we got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, have some discipline about the two things.
Like, I just trip out on these little niggas who wait till they grown and wait till they famous and shit to become gangsters. Like, why? Like, what's the purpose? Like, first of all, a lot of you niggas don't even much come from a gangster background. You just know people that was from gangster backgrounds. Secondly, if you are from a gangster background, wasn't you doing all that rapping and grinding to get the fuck away from that shit? So maybe you can go back and make it a little better for the next generation, for the next little niggas that coming up.
But that ain't what they do. It's like, I think Charleston White said this shit one time, and he was like, a lot of them niggas just be the nigga that got the money. They don't be the boss for real.
Yeah, that'd be the truth. That's the truth.
That's the exact truth. Like, I don't too much agree with that dumbass nigga, but that particular way he put that, I understood that because shit, look at 6ix9ine. He was the nigga with the money. Yeah,
but he was a hoe.
He wasn't the voice. Nigga, shut up. You just got the fucking shut up. Like, he was one of them. Like, and a lot of niggas do be yes men. They can't tell a nigga no because you couldn't tell a nigga no before y'all got some money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't the nigga standing in front, you was behind probably 10, 15 other niggas before it got to you. Before a nigga asked you a question, it was 15 niggas ahead of you. Now you got the money. It looked like you the boss, but it's still 15 niggas ahead of you, bro.
Yeah. You still ain't shit. You just got the money now, nigga. And we gonna
and a lot of them niggas do be like that. A lot of them niggas don't got full control over the niggas they moving around with and all that type of shit. So I don't go off the because he got the money, he got 30 niggas behind him. Because one of them 30 niggas might be the actual nigga.
Yeah.
You might not be. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying you ain't a street nigga, but he might be actual nigga that runs shit.
Yeah.
Just how that shit go. Man, last but not least though, how you feel about the J Prince shit, man?
Oh man, this nigga Wack100, man. Wack100 be saying some shit that don't make no damn sense, man. This man said that he feels like J Prince is conspiring to keep Larry Hoover locked up. I say, what the fuck? I say,
that
man,
do sound fucked up. But
I'm like, long as I've been,
I gotta battle with that statement because by them going back and forth, that shit do not look healthy for Larry though. You see what I'm saying? This nigga fighting the judicial system trying to get out, and y'all publicly beefing to the point where y'all threatening each other in the name of Larry Hoover though. You see what I'm saying? So how can I make myself look positive when y'all doing all this negative shit? So when Wack say that, he might not be meaning purposely trying to keep him in there on his own, but this shit we doing, the more I keep saying shit and you want to keep going back with me, nigga, you keep, you know what I'm saying? Because he play a big part in Larry, and he got a lot of power. So just think about that. The power that Prince got, still got influence in the street. They don't want Larry to have no connection to the street. And he's trying to show them, like, I ain't got nothing to do with that shit no more. But then you got Prince, like, nigga, this and that and this. You know, he's trying to put his hand down. And then Wack over here, like, nigga, we can do this or we can get down and da-da-da. It's too much. It's too much in the air. And that shit, it ain't unhealthy for them two unless something actually happens. Because they can both get paid off of it. But in their case, that shit hurt him, though.
Man, that nigga Wack, no. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Because in the long run, it's really fucking over Larry Hoover. But Wack saying some of the dumbest shit. Like, bro, you know you don't want no piece of J Prince, bro. Like, you doing good for yourself. You done made you some money. You done, you know what I'm saying, did your thing. But you don't want no parts of that man, and you just saying some of the dumbest shit now. It just seems like it just seems like Wack100 just saying shit just to hear himself talk, bro. Because he be saying some old shit.
Think about it. Ain't nobody listening to 6ix9ine. They listening to goddamn Wack now.
Yeah.
He became the new troll.
Yeah.
Because every time you say something, it draws a viral attention. Oh, nigga, Big U, the police. That shit was news on the internet for 2 weeks.
That nigga said Big U, the police. And I almost like Big U. But that's messed up, man. That man ain't no goddamn police.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, how he put it in the atmosphere, though. Like, that's he just do so much shit. Like, he do so much. It's just a lot of shit. Like, he do a lot, and he stay at the top of the pole with all the gossip. If he say something, it becomes news for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Off that shit.
And whether it's true or not, he just say some of the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga be like, God damn, he does it for shock value, basically.
It kind of does, but now you barking up the wrong tree, though.
Yeah. He doing something. I ain't.
For one, I ain't never seen J Prince have to get on these type of media platforms and threaten nobody. And J Prince been in this game since the 80s. He ain't had to come out his body and never do that.
Yeah.
This nigga got J Prince doing interview tours
jumping out of his. I mean, he getting out of his character.
You know what I'm saying?
And out of his character. That ain't him, because usually J Prince is a quiet storm.
And that's how you know. That's how you know Wack really getting to J Prince though.
Yeah.
He getting to J Prince, man. So I don't know what they really got, because only both of them know. Because Wack claimed he got this footage of Larry Hoover that J Prince trying to get, you know what I mean, and he won't come up off of it because he's trying to tell the bitch that got the footage. He only gonna give her 20,000, and he like, nigga, that ain't, you know, she don't care about the money. She just want the green light to do this shit from the family.
Yeah.
So it's like he's basically trying to take the shit, but it's like he ain't trying to let her get bullied for the shit. So it's like he playing the middleman, and now they into it and shit. It's just weird. But the shit ain't.
There's a whole bunch of weirdo shit going on, man. But man, I hope them niggas can resolve this shit and not get all crazy and shit, man. Because he say J Prince. Somebody said J Prince trying to bully or some shit like that, man. But I don't think that man trying to bully. Excuse me. He been down with Larry Hoover, man, ever since what, the Ghetto Boys Resurrection album, when he had Larry Hoover all over the album, man. I don't think he be doing this shit damn near 30 years to be faking and shit, man.
Yeah, you know, like I said, only them two really know what's going on, but I know whatever it is, it's really scratching J Prince wrong.
Yeah.
They ain't never seen him like this, you know what I'm saying? Usually he'd be let little J Prince really handle a little street shit. That nigga like this on the microphone. Yeah, listen here. Nigga, when I see you, I'm gonna make you twerk. Shit like that. Come on, man. J Prince ain't never had to get on the microphone till no nigga.
He never had to do no shit like that. Like, it's like he never had to do that.
Jump.
That was the part that was mysterious about him. Like, he never came out and said shit. You just seen him. That's it.
That's it.
That's what made him so mysterious. Like, man, they don't play with it, man.
Man, come on, man. Then you got a nigga like him, and you know what I'm saying? I just think Wack got something going on with him where he feel almost 6'9". Like 6'9", just move around like he know, nigga, the police gonna save me no matter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Wack kind of give off them vibes because you starting too much shit, man, with too many niggas, man.
Like you said, he the new troll, bro. He do whatever to get a reaction.
And this particular situation right here, the way he going about it with this public shit, how he is, because I'm pretty sure, like he said, they got each other number. Y'all could have called each other and did that on, you know what I mean? Y'all could have pulled up on each other, however it go. Because nigga, J Prince be in Cali. Yeah, come to Cali. Yeah. That type of shit. So it's like, I don't, you know, the whole situation to me is unpolished from both ends.
Yeah.
It's just unpolished. But you know, my homie, man, got my homie Black Shine Groove in here, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow his podcast. Let him know what you got going on your channel. Let him know your channel and your Instagram, Jack.
Oh shit, man! If y'all want to get at me, man, y'all can follow me on subscribe to me on YouTube, man. And Sean Groove, SHAAN, space GROOVE. Shit on Instagram is Black Sean 716. All together, you know how they go. Black Sean 716. Shit on Facebook, follow me at Street Culture. You know what I'm saying? Culture with a K. So shit, y'all holler at me, y'all get at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Spray Paint, man. Shout out my nigga Spray Paint. Wish you was here to chop it up with me, man.
Already, man. He gonna be back. We gonna get it in again, man. Till next time. It's time for that culture for the streets, man. Hit all them buttons. Don't leave up out the trap till you been served, man. We gonna catch y'all in a minute.